Hello to the whole community. Today we are going to talk about a particular and very pertinent topic. Today we are talking about the aspect of the dollar losing its value and the arrival of the Brics. What is it all about and what impact this might have on the future and Africa and the world as a whole. Let's start. The US dollar is in a difficult situation and it is losing its strength. And due to some rumors and news, it's been said that many people who use the dollar or even keep them in their houses might lose everything very soon, because according to the news and the rumors, the US dollar is losing its value and its credibility. So all US dollars might lose their worth and everything that goes with. The Kenyan president, William Ruto, spoke about that. I will send you the link of his speech under the comment section. This might be so because somehow the US dollar is rapidly losing its value. Now, something you should note is that every 100, 150 and 200 years, there's always a currency that dominates the world. First, it was the Netherlands who were dominating the world with their currency. Then came the British, who dominated the world with their own currency. And then the Americans with the US dollar, who dominated the world, who started dominating the world up to now. You know, before there was this aspect of trade by barter between individuals and even countries. That is, you need something from me, I give you, and I take from you what I lack. And also there was this aspect of middleman between individuals and countries too. So at the moment, the dollar became the number one currency in the world and was used as the main means of exchange between countries. And back in history, in 1979, there was the USA Saudi Arabian Convention, in which, since the Arabs had so much petrol, the Americans negotiated with them in order to sell their petrol to the rest of the world in terms of the US dollar. So with that, the US dollar has been the number one currency in the world to date, making the United States of America so powerful economically and in several domains. And so before, an individual's world was equivalent to what you had in terms of gold. That is, the amount of gold an individual had was equal to his worth. And this was changed. This was changed with the US dollar. That is that is from that moment, an individual who had a certain amount of gold was now equivalent to the US dollars. That is, if you had an amount of gold that is equivalent to 100 US dollars, you were being given now the banknote of the 100 US dollars. So many people who had gold at that moment went to banks in order to give the gold they had, and they were given that the equivalent of that gold in the US dollars, in banknotes. This is because since gold was very heavy to carry and keep, so it was changed to banknotes as the means of exchange. Now, and that's why now in many of our countries, our bank reserves have gold that they do keep. And since it was done like that, there came a moment where in 1971 the United States President Nixon suspended that convertibility of the gold in US dollars. And so USA made sure that the dollar's value could be like they wanted. It could be like they wanted. And they could print as much as they wanted. They could print as much banknotes as they wanted, since it was not more convertible. It was not more linked with the convertibility with gold. And so with the arrival of the NATO and other organizations, with the US being the number one country and its dollar being the number one currency, they showed their supremacy and superiority over other countries of the world. So with that, it started other countries started having this problem that anytime you had a problem with the USA, they will sanction you with respect to their dollar. And this is what happened with Russia, for example, since that the Ukraine crisis started. And so now many countries who realized this aspect of the USA sanctioning them with respect to their US dollars, or when there was a certain compromise between these different countries and the USA, they came now and started thinking of getting away from the hands of the US dollar in order to avoid these sanctions of the USA with respect to their US dollar. Many countries like Venezuela, Cuba, China, and Russia with respect to the Ukraine crisis. And so this now came up with the new game changer known as the Brics.